to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the New York Jets. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there on the first play of the game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On play action, they'll throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevenson.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. On 3rd down, Henry. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Second and 2. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early. One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
From the 27, Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Hands it off out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A.J. Boye up to make the tackle.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Mo Alley-Cox, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets have taken the lead. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. A check down here for Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Titans first down. 1st and 10 at the 36.
6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Titans 3.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Here's 2nd and 10.
Push him back. Push him back.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Watkins. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw again. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play there on the catch and run.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will tie things up at 6-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This one fielded at the 5. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Play action. It's Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Porter. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. To throw again on second down. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Monty Rice. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
The extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 85 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And the Jets first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. This one caught by Davis. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Now Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And that might be Titan football. It is. A little careless with the football. And he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did. And when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
They'll run on first down. Henry. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
They'll get this into the hands of Stevenson.
And they move this all the way down to the 9.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Three red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Good call, bro.
Derrick Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
He's going to look deep for more.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Porter. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Fields.
And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
2nd and 10.
To throw again is Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fields. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
On the Jets sweep, here comes Moore. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Now Wilson.
This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
.43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 23. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. To throw is Wilson. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 115 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 41. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On second and 9, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Fields. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up second and 2 at that 18-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Now it's Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted.
A.J. Boye with a pick. And the Titans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out right at the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
2nd and 10 coming up here in Nashville. Third quarter action. A give to Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So potentially a turning point here in the third quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines, tackle him, second guy in, tackle the ball.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fields. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the...
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man, complete. That's Saunders. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On first down, it's Henry, and he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
The Titans on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. They're going to look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry. With time, pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Harold Landry in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big play that time on the catch and run. Now Wilson on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Harold Landry has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on fourth down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Flushed out right. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titansons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And this is going to be a Titans 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they will take a knee here. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter. But 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league.